Hi everyone, welcome back to my Beach Angel Tarot shop. I'm here to do my August What is Your Love Story reading, and I'm going to get an opening message from the Energy Oracle, and then we're going to do the reading. I hope everyone is doing well. If you'd like your own private reading, you can click the link below. Thank everyone for liking, sharing, and subscribing as well. So let's see what's coming up for your August love story. And I'm not going to be reading this, I'm not going to be using the reading cards that inspired me to create this spread. Today I'm going to be using the Arcanium Tarot and the Energy Oracle. So let's focus on August overall energy. This is a general reading. My private readings go, and the undercurrent is door to personal healing and happiness. My private readings go longer. They are usually 25 to 30 minutes. I've had that question asked me recently and a few times. And so yeah, they're not 15 minutes. They're a bit longer, and I try to keep these for upload ease and my electronics and people watching, but in the future I hope to have some longer readings for YouTube as well. So I'm shuffling the Arcanium Tarot, but let's see, this one was in the undercurrent, so door to personal healing and happiness is opening, so a door is opening in August. That may have opened in July, because we have patience. So it could be all the way up to the end of July, but something could have occurred in July, because these both are number 7, so we have 2 7s coming up. So all throughout July, I feel, again, I get that same feeling I got from that one reading where I had the water and we have the heat. You can see like 2 angel flames there around the clock in the center. So the heart chakra is like the clock, is like the timing, right? And something's heating up that icy cold angel through the month of September, through the month of July. And then in August, so this is what's happening in July, and this is what's taking time, that these 2 flames around that heart, and it's heating up this icy cold facade here, right, around the heart chakra and this angel. So it's all about timing. So yeah, in August there's going to be a door open, an opening that for healing, and it's going to bring to healing and happiness in the month of August, but it's talking about this needing to have happened and the time it took to do so throughout the whole month of July, I feel. Okay, so let's see what they say. Who are you and your love story for August? 5 of Wands. So you can see there is a power struggle. Usually this card will have more than one person, no, more than 2 people. It'll have like 5 or so tussling around with, their wands and creating like this stir up. Here we see a straight on tug of war. So there's a bit of a tug of war, a change of energy. 5s are changes, passionate changes of energy. So this is going to happen in August. So who you are is in a little bit of an energetic power struggle with your partner starting out in August. Where your partner stands in the love story for August, what is their character, how are they behaving? We have Justice. So they want fairness and balance too. They're coming from more of a mental, not a mental like in a bad way, but more of a moral compass. Yours is more of a passionate frustration, and theirs is more of a moral, internal and moral compass of right and wrong, but again a sense of wanting balance, but just coming from 2 different kind of energies here. Theirs is major arcana. Theirs is more ingrained. Theirs is more, I don't want to say right. Yours, this feels more, the 5 of Wands is a lower card, right? It's like lower energy, maybe more. Again, I don't want to say it's childish. It's not as important. Your way of thinking about this doesn't hold as much importance as theirs. Like, you may be upset and frustrated and in a power struggle, but they're taking it deep. This is more for them. Okay, I'm not going to go too deep in it because this is a YouTube video. In a private reading, we would go way deeper because this is a general energy, but. This is you, this is them. So this is talking about, like, this is you who's watching, this is who you're thinking about. Who you're thinking about, they're in the same tug-of-war type of energy, but they're coming from a it means more to them. There's more attached to it to them. So they're taking it to heart more, where you may not be seeing it as detrimental as they are, or there's something here about the severity is the word, of the situation to them than you. Let's put it that way. What or who is blocking you from moving to the next chapter in your love story? Queen of Cups, emotions. It could be your emotions or just the energy of emotions. So there's not enough emotion shared. There's not enough feeling. Maybe they're feeling like you're not giving enough emotion. You may feel like you're not receiving enough emotion. There may not be enough give and take of emotion. The feminine is receptive, so both sides are not receiving emotions. There's no masculine here. Masculine is action and energy. This is receptive. So both parties, I feel this is representative of both parties in the feminine energy of receptive and receiving. So they're not receiving. There's no one's receiving any emotional energy here. There's not enough emotional energy being shared, period. Both sides. I feel like both sides may be like in the feminine energies of expecting emotions to come from the other side, and neither are giving. Neither are doing it. One's waiting for the other. That's a bit of this power struggle, okay? So it's what is blocking. It's an emotion, a lack thereof. The previous chapter of your love story, what led up to now. Four of Pentacles. Holding on to those emotions. Nobody wants to give anything up. Everybody's like being greedy, looking out for themselves, holding on, right? It's pretty simplistic. Making sure they're secure in their treasured emotions. When we combine it with what the block is, that's what's happening. Where you are in your love story, present chapter. Three of Wands, it was in reverse. Three of Wands is in an energy of expectation. Passivity is a word that's coming up. Being passively expecting something. They're looking out for their ship to come in. So this is where you are in your love story, present chapter. Even though it says where you are in your love story, this can be both of you. Because I felt like the block is really coming from both of you, or in regards to both of you not giving emotion. So I feel the same energy here, really. So there's a passivity and expectation. So you're passively waiting, each passively waiting for the other to make an emotional move. Almost like a game, like chess or something. Next chapter in your love story, if you can move past the block in 3, which was the lack of emotion, the world. So completing a cycle. Feeling, I don't want to just say complete, because that's part of the feeling. Feeling whole. Belonging is the word, because sometimes the feeling comes up. A sense of belonging. So you will feel like you know where you belong now. And this could be with your soulmate. So when you get past that block of emotion, when you get past this, there is a completion of a cycle finally, and a sense of belonging. I've come home. It's like right now we're in a physical body. This is our home. This is our, where we're at. This is our home, Earth home, like Mother Earth. And also being nurtured, like Mother Earth. Like being nurtured and being at home. Sense of completeness, but in a grander scale, it feels even. It's a very beautiful feeling. Seven already. The end of the love story for August. 6 of Cups. Oh, beautiful. So sharing of emotion. A return to innocence. A return to childlike curiosity of each other and exploring each other and the inner child within each other. So I feel a lot of love. I feel a lot of emotion being shared. Because this is like new now. Remember, it's like you are connected from the past, but you guys haven't shared that emotion, right? So when you let that go on both sides, it's like new, like a child, and you're exploring that, like with a kite, and you're out and you're having a good time emotionally, and that's a new sense of wonder for you, like an inner child and its curiosity. So getting to know each other all over again, like two children that meet in the playground is how I'm seeing it, how I'm feeling it. And really feeling like you're at home with the other person. And this is a feeling that you haven't had for quite a while, right? So it's like as if I'm old and I haven't really connected to this childlike energy for a long, long time, right? And so it's all new and fresh. So it's a very beautiful and equal balance of masculine and feminine emotionally. So that emotional cup is now filled equally on both sides. See? So very, very beautiful. I want to look at the undercurrent. Undercurrent is Six of Swords. And that talks about moving into calmer waters. A need and want for both. Again, 6 and 6, right? Each one thinking about moving past the Three of Swords. And actually in this one, he's holding 4 and she's holding 2. So that says a bit too to me. It looks like I would say this is the masculine and this is the feminine. She's in the Two of Swords, so she's stuck. Even though these aren't crossed, it's representative of that to me. She's indecisive. She may have numbed down and off of her feelings, not even really knowing what she feels. He's in the Four of Swords, resting, recuperation, taking like a reprieve, but this is also healing as well. So each in their own energy, but both really wanting in their own way to move, because I'm seeing both of these all through here, right? In different phases of energy. So both of them really wanting to move into calmer waters and to bring more of a peace of mind into the relationship and dealing with their own things in the situation. So for her, indecisive energy can be an issue. An inability to connect to her true emotions can be an issue. For him, he may be healing mental things that he has dealt with that has caused pain, putting a rest to some sort of mental turmoil, resting his physical body. This can even be that is coming up here. But in combination, they're both representative of the 6. And I do feel like he's willing to take on more of it than her, obviously, because he's carrying 4 swords. He's willing to take on more of the responsibility, I'm hearing, of the situation and carry more of the mental load as well. And you may not see it that way because it's representative here. I don't know if this is a conscious thought that your partner's having, but it's the energy that they're in. They are more in the justice, more in the totality, the severity of the energy than just the Five of Wands. This is sort of petty in comparison to this. They're both wanting an equal balance and equilibrium and fairness, right? They want it to be fair. But there is a difference in how they're carrying the energy. Let's put it that way. Not how they may be consciously processing it, but how they're carrying this energy. But that is what is coming up here for our August. And remember, if you have a private reading, I will go into more detail into your own personal situation. Thank you, everyone, for liking, sharing, and subscribing my videos. And I will be back soon for probably another pick a card or August reading. Angel blessings, oceans of love.